Welcome. We're just gonna dive right in. We are on the very first day, day 1 of developing divine trust in God for our business, for our development, for just our higher, more purposeful sense of living. And this mindset has completely transformed my life. And I want to share this knowledge with you, this mindset with you, and it's not my own. I'm learning from the epic, and I don't even know the words to describe this book. It's called Sha'ar Bitachon, the Gate of Trust, which is one gate out of, actually not sure how many, 8, 9, 10, from Chavot delevoping, which stands for duties of the heart. So this work is beyond logical, okay? It's very emotional. And it's really actually a combination of intellect and emotion, which gives us wisdom. We are doing 5 minutes a day. And with 5 minutes a day for 30 days, I challenge you to see how much your life has transformed with this mindset. And we'll understand why we have to practice this mindset every single day in order to even see a change. And we can start seeing these changes today. But the more we fill our mind and we go to the divine trust gym, where we're going to build these muscles and become super strong in our trust to become vessels and magnets and attract these miracles into our lives and into our businesses. And we're going to get into what that magic looks like today. Okay, so the Hebrew word for a superior relationship with God is bitachon. In this context, it's also translated as divine trust. It's translated as security, confidence, reliance, certainty. And my friend Natasha created a beautiful translation as well of tranquility. When we bring God into our life, into our business, we can make a humongous impact on the world because we're no longer doing it ourselves. And by the way, we were never doing it ourselves. The business idea also didn't come out of nowhere. The drive, the motivation, the inspiration that you feel in your heart, in your soul, that didn't come from nowhere. That came from your divine purpose. That came from God. So the way to execute it is also going to come from God. So let's see how we can bridge that and put it together, and how we can trust God in order to succeed in fulfilling our divine mission, to the point where we have no worries, no fears, no anxieties. You're just flowing in truth and doing what you're good at and letting God take care of the rest. This is what we're going to be learning how to practice and call in. Now, the way that this is going to work is the degree of your trust hinges upon the degree to which you know and understand God. The reason that we are so lacking in trust is because we don't know what we're trusting. And so the advice of the author is, if you're lacking in trust, study this book. Study this, you'll get to know God just a little bit better, to understand who even you are trusting and how to properly trust in this entity in pretty much every situation, whether it's your involvement in business, with clients, with employers, with employees, with family members, with friends, with enemies, with haters. How to deal with it in terms of money, how to deal with it in terms of, how you're going to make ends meet, how to deal when you don't have money, how to deal when you have a lot of money, the test of wealth, the test of being poor. Every situation is covered in this. And please God, we'll be able to cover some solid ground in this challenge. And there's some prerequisites to this. First of all, the prereq is that you believe that there even is a God, or you believe in divine providence, which is that personal things are happening to and for you all the time. Everyone you meet, you're supposed to meet. Everything you hear, you're supposed to hear. Everything that comes to you is sent to you for a reason. This is personalized divine intervention in your life that happens every second of every day. You're just perhaps not conscious of it yet. Another prereq is a belief that God cares for you, a belief that God is compassionate, and an understanding that we're here to perform a divine mission, and that the tools for that mission have been outlined for us in our service of the divine, which can look anything from the law of loving your neighbor as you love yourself, which has two components. Number one, to love yourself, truly. And number two, to lead by example in the way that you love yourself by loving others. So with all of these prereqs, we understand that God's like already on our mind. We already have features of thinking of God in like our everyday routine mindfulness. Now, this book, The Gate of Trust, and this 30-day challenge is going to show us a way to harness these tools to generate a divine trust consciousness. And here's the bonus. The higher your divine trust, the stronger your trust, the less anxiety you experience in your life, and the greater blessings you receive in life and in business. So this challenge, this work, is the portal to superior consciousness. Here, we're going to be trained to surrender our limited and subjective understanding to the compassionate and all-knowing source of all truth and all light. Specifically, this conscious work isn't just to create like a new mindset, it's to apply this mindset specifically towards work, towards, as the author writes, a commerce and craft, employment, or business. Perfect, you're in the right place. And finally, the last thing I'll say for today, as we intro into this challenge, is that trust isn't a prayer. We're not praying to God in a new and powerful way to achieve something. What trust is the feeling of calm after you pray. It's after you've asked for all of your desires. It's after you've asked, I want my business to look like this, this, and that. I want to help this, this, and that. It's after you've spoken your vision and your dream that you come out of it with calm and think about how you're going to behave from that place, knowing that you just spoke out all of your desires and they're all going to be taken care of. Now what are you going to do? Now who are you going to speak to? Now what inspired action are you going to take, knowing that you've got God on your side? Now, maybe right now you're feeling like, I don't even know. But by the end of our challenge, the actions you'll be taking will be monumental, and you'll be making hella impact on yourself and on your business. And I can't freaking wait. If you're in this challenge, what I'm going to ask you to do is really commit, really commit to showing up every day or as often as you can for the next 30 days. If you really want to see this impact in your business, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. And I'm so stoked. Please share how it's going for you. After you watch this video, head over to our group, introduce yourself, and tell us at what level you're holding your trust now in terms of percentage. Like, I'm at like 70% trusting God, or I'm at like 20%. And we'll measure your progress as we go along with different affirmations, different conscious exercises and meditations that are outlined in this book and in our challenges to see where you're holding at the end of 30 days and to really measure your transformation. Yay! We'll see how these videos improve as time goes on. Okay, so much love, so much light. See you tomorrow.